Okay, welcome everyone to the Zerino Zone. And this is the 8th attempt of recording my voice for scientific purposes. And today we are going to do World 5 Hexcells. So let's jump right in. No further ado, let's just begin. Odd puzzle shape, but let's see basically the zeros first. Follow the tray of zeros, and that leads us to a bunch of more zeros and two ones with no clear answer to what they should be. So let's look over here. I think these columns don't answer much. They have too many possibilities of cells. So let's look at this number 2 right here. It only has 2 cells to satisfy it, so those are gonna be blue. And this is gonna be black because of the 1, the same as this. Now both these situations require these to be black. Now for this one we have to satisfy with this blue, completing 3 and completing this spawn 1. Now we have a 3 consecutive, but it's unnecessary to be consecutive since there are only 3 cells here to satisfy it. Now satisfying this 2 right here, making black and forcing this here to be blue to satisfy the 3. This completes the 2 here, and this 2 is already completed as well. We remark those. Now we move on down here. We have a 2 that needs to be completed through here. Okay, I had to check something real quick. Don't mind the sound going out. But let's see. This is black. This is also black because these two were completed already. And now this one's already completed. This requires nothing, and this one completes here, completing this other one and spawning a 0. That spawns another 0. That spawns some numbers here. Now we have this one right here, which forces this to be blue, forcing this to be black because it completes the other one. And now these two have to be blue because they are the only 2 possibilities to complete that 2. And now this 2 right here is completed. This 2 completes with this and covers this. Now here's the thing. When we have a number non-consecutive, and the number of cells being one more of that, available cell being one more of that, and they are all connected, it means that both of the ends will be blue. And since this is a 2, it is already completed with both ends, so we mark this as black. Mark this as blue to complete the 3, mark this as black because it is already completed. This 2 is already completed as well, so we mark those, mark that. Both these 2 and this 2 and the 1 force this to be blue, completing this 3 right here. And now we follow the trail out there. Nice trail. Okay, now we have 2 ones right here that force cells to be blue, which is this one and this one, completing these other ones. Now this 2 requires both of these to be blue, completing this other 2. Now here's an interesting thing. With this setup right here, this 2 needs to be non-consecutive, so it cannot be this one right here. So this is black and this is blue. This 2 requires this to be blue, this 4 requires these 2 to be blue. Now this 2 is already completed, so we mark that. This 2 is already completed, so we mark that to follow the trail. Okay, now this 2 is already completed down here, so both of these are black, and this one is blue because of the 1. This one's already completed. This 3 requires all these 3 to be blue. Now this one is black because the 1's already completed, black because the 1's already completed, black because the 1's already completed. 3 non-consecutive, so we can mark this as blue, so it has to be black. And now this is here is blue to complete the 3. This one's already completed, already completed, already completed. This 2 completes here along with this 3. This 3 is already completed. This one's already completed. Complete the 0, same situation as before. Number plus 1. The corners are 2. This is not. Blue, I mean, not true. Well, they're true as well. I guess they do exist. Now complete the 5, and that's the puzzle done. Oops, I clicked menu. Let's dive into the next one already. We have a bunch of possibilities to start here, but I choose this one right here. So, same situation as before, there's a number, and the number of cells available is 1 more. So both the corners are true. Blue. Now because of this 2 right here, neither this or this can be blue. Further completing this 3, because now it only has this possibility. Completing this 2, completing the 0. Well, zeros can't be completed, I guess, because they are unique. Okay, now for this one can't be blue. Now both of these have to be blue. Now this 2 is completed, so we mark this as black, and we do follow along the trail. This one is blue. Let me drink some water because my throat's not doing very good today either. Stay hydrated. Okay, so an interesting thing we can do with this arrangement right here, since this 2 requires 2 to be completed and this one requires only 1 to be completed, we cannot cover these 2 here as blue, because this would complete the 2, but it would overload the 1, so only 1 can be here, and the other 2, the other of the 2 needs to be here. So 1 is for sure here, which means these are black. Now to complete this 2, we mark these. Complete 3, mark these. This 1, 2 is already completed. Now this 5 needs to be completed right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. This is already completed. This 1 is already completed. This 2 right here needs to be completed, so we do that. This 3 cannot be consecutive. Remember, non-cell gaps count as consecutive, but cell gaps do not count as consecutive. So these 2 right here are being consecutive right now. So this cannot be consecutive. Cannot be blue, cannot be consecutive. This 2 requires this one to be blue, completing the 3 column. Now this one right here requires this to be blue. And now this 2 right here, we cannot mark these 2 as blue to complete the 3, because it would make the 2 not happy, because they would be consecutive. So this is for sure blue. Completing this 2 column. Now we're following on the trail again. And now one of the 2 is for sure here because of the 3, and one of the 2 is for sure here because of the 1. So we mark this as black. Doesn't give us much information for now, but we'll keep that in mind. This one right here is already completed, so we mark this as black, I mean. Now this 2 right here wants to be consecutive, so either this or this is gonna be blue. So these right here cannot be blue. Mark this because of the 1 required. Now this 2 requires both of these to be blue, and this 2 requires this to be blue to be consecutive. Again, gaps without cells do count as consecutive. So now these 2 are not blue. This is not blue, this is not blue. What else can we do here? Oh, this is completed. We mark these as black. Mark this as black. Mark this as blue. This shoe is now completed, so mark these as black. And this shoe wants to be completed here. This one is already completed, so mark these as black. This one, the top one forces this one to be blue, and this one to be not blue because of the other one. This one's completed, this one's completed, the zero is completed, I guess. Now we mark this as blue, and this is not blue, to complete this two and satisfy the 3. What's the next move? Oh, here it is. We have number 5 here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cells remaining to be blue. So all these are gonna be blue, which makes this one completed. We mark that. Now this one is completed. This 3 and 1 complete here. This one is completed. This 3 completes here. This 2 completes here. Now this 3 right here wants to be completed, so we do that. Now this 2 needs to be completed right here. So it's completed, so we have 2 cells without any hints and 2 remaining to be blue. So they are both blue. Next, 2 zeros to start. Interesting, so here's a 2 with a nice arrangement. Here's a 3 with a nice arrangement. Here's a completed 1. Here's a completable 2, completed 1, completable 2, completed 2, also completed 2, completable 1 and 2, completed 3, completed 1 right here, completable 3 right here, needs to be consecutive, completable 1 right here, completed 2, also completed 2. This 2 right here needs to be completed here because they're consecutive. Completed 3, completable 3. This 2 needs to be completed here, which completes this other 2 and forces this 2 to be blue to complete both of the 3s. Nothing much else to do on this side right now, so let's move on to the other side. This 3 with a nice arrangement, both corners are true. 2 needs to be completed right here. So this is black. This one forces this to be blue, completing the 2. This 2 forces this to be blue to be consecutive. This one forces this one to be blue. Now we have completed 2 right here, completed 1 right here, completed 2 right here. We can complete this 5 right here, completing the 3, completing the 2. This one forces this one to be blue, completing the 2, completing this other 2. And now this 3 needs to be consecutive. This 2 forces this one to be blue, completing the 1, completing the other 1. 2 non-consecutive with nice arrangement, corners are true. Completed 4, completable 4. This 2 right here, one of them has to be here because of the 3. One has to be here because of the non-consecutive 3. So this is never blue. Completed 2 right here, completed 4, completable 3 right here, which makes this 3 completed. And now this 2 requires both of these to be blue. Back to the middle, we have a completed 2 right here, another completed 2. This 3 with nice arrangement, corners are true, completing the 2 and forcing this one to be blue to complete both 3s. This 3 is already completed, this 2 is already completed, this 2 requires this to be blue to be completed. Still don't know which of these one is going to be blue. We'll move on to the completed 2 right here, completed 2 right here, completable 1 right here, now completed 2 right here. Finally, we know the cells. Smooth tracking. A bunch of columns to be completed. Let's start with the zeros. Okie dokie, so I'm gonna start this time with this 4 right here. The same thing is true for flowers and columns. Well, for cells with numbers, non-consecutive numbers and columns. Flowers are another thing. So since we have only 5 available cells right here, both the top and the bottom have to be blue. The same thing is true for this one. So we complete this two. This two has to be completed this way, and this one has to be completed here. Now both of these 4s can be completed with the leftover cells. And now this 4 needs to be completed here, completing this 2. This one is going to be completed here because the 3 is also going to be completed here. So none of these are true. Blue, I mean. This 2 right here forces both of these to be blue. And now this one right here, this 2 right here rather, cannot be consecutive, so this cell cannot be blue. And this one has to be blue, completing this one right here, completing this, forcing this one to be blue to complete this one, this 3, and this 3. Now both these ones force this to be blue, this 2 forces this to be blue. Now moving over to, what is a good spot? Well, we have this 2 right here with a nice arrangement. This 2 is completed, this one has to be completed, but we don't know how yet. So let's move over to this 2 right here. Nice arrangement. This one forces this one to be blue. This one's already completed, so we mark that as black. Oh, here it is. Interesting thing. One of these 2 has to be blue, and only one of them can be blue. So to complete this 2, we need this to be blue. Completing this one right here. And now forcing this to be blue to complete the 2 and the 1. Now this one is already completed. This one forces this to be blue, completing 2. Spawn 4. Nothing special about it yet. What's special about this 4, however, is that it has a nice arrangement. So both corners are true. Completing this one right here. Now this one's already completed. If I mark that, complete 3. Complete the column 2. Complete these 2 right here, these 2 2s. And now this 2 requires both of these to be blue, completing the 4. Now this 3 right here has to be completed here. And now this 3 right here has to be completed 1 here because of the 4. And 1 here. Which complete this one, forcing this to be black, forcing this to be blue. This 3 is already completed. We mark this black, I mean. Forcing this to be blue to complete the 1 and the 2. Now this 3 is completed. So we mark these as black. This 2 forces this one to be blue. It's completing both the 2 and the 1. This one's already completed. Complete the 5. Once you know a black cell around a 5, you can always complete it. This one's already completed. This one has to be completed. This 3 is already completed. And now this one needs to be completed here, completing both of these 2s. And to complete all of these 2s right here, we'll mark this. And to complete this right here, we'll mark this. Okay, moving on to the last stage of Ward 5. Small one. We have a crisscross right here. Both have 5 available cells, both are 5, so we mark all of this as blue. Start with 0, as we should have done first. 2 with nice arrangement. Top and bottom are true, middle is not. This one is already completed. Complete the 5. This one completes here. This 4 completes here. This one's already completed. Complete 3 here. This 2 is already completed. And this 3 is already completed. Quick ending. But an interesting one at least. We are going smoothly. And that will be all for today, because I think if I start with 6, it's gonna be huge levels, and I'm gonna spend like 40 minutes here total. 40, maybe 50 minutes. So yeah, that's gonna be all for today. Thank you for watching. I think I will be back soon. Bye bye.